This Raptor team is just on an absolute tear right now. They're running through every single team that they see. It didn't start out all that great for the Raptors, however, they find a way to get the job done. 122-98 over the Chicago Bulls. Once again, I apologize for the late upload. If you guys do not know, I was at the Leaf game tonight, so bear with me there. And here we go. We're talking about a doozy today. I mean, like I said, the first quarter was not all that great. Defensively, they were giving up too many good looks. 33-27 in the first quarter, and you're stuck 6 at the end of the first. But what happens in the second quarter? The bench comes out. Oh, and they get on an absolute roll. They get on a tear. Then the starters come back. They've got the mojo from the bench. They end the second quarter strong. 34, and get this, only 16 points given up. The defense was great. The interior defense was fantastic. The perimeter defense was unbelievable. Just all around, the Raptors made everything difficult for the Chicago Bulls in that second quarter. And they were getting their shots, and they were making their shots. 2 4-point plays in this one, C.J. Miles and Kyle Lowry. They both had, C.J. Miles didn't have a big game. That was the only shot he made. But Kyle Lowry had a big night in this one. I mean, this is just a game where you look at the first quarter and you're like, ooh, this might be a tough one. Raptors flip a switch. You go into, excuse me, you go into the half and you're feeling good about yourself. You come out of the half and you're still feeling good. You fire up another 34 points, only give up 27, and then you win the fourth quarter 27-22 as the bench just continues to roll there. You shoot 52% as a team, 37% from 3, 14 made threes, much better to see there. 80% from the line, 12 of 15, that's more like it. You rebound them by 8. You only allowed 4 offensive boards. That's key for this Raptor team moving forward, is the offensive glass. They only allowed 4 and they had 5. You won the offensive battle. That's beautiful. And the big number, guys. We talk about the 20-plus assists total. The Raptors almost doubled that. 38 dimes! This ball was constantly moving. I don't remember a time in this game where it stopped. It was fantastic. The ball humming. The team doing fantastic jobs. 5-5 in steals. 8-6 in blocks. Only 7 measly turnovers. They only had 6. Both teams, very clean basketball in this game. But just the Raptors got the job done. And I got to say, the starting unit did a pretty good job today. Forget it. The starting unit had a very, very good game. Great to see OG get a few more minutes in this game. 5 points. He had 6 rebounds and a nice-looking dunk in this one. 2 of 8 shooting, 0 of 4 from 3. Again, tough time there. However, +7 on the floor. Something we have not seen as of late is the starters having a really good plus-minus while they're on the floor. Serge Ibaka had a huge night. 20 points, 7 rebounds, a couple assists, and a couple blocks. The thing I love about Serge Ibaka, guys... I love when he doesn't take a lot of threes and he takes mid-range jumpers, because he's dynamite when he's taking those. 9 of 12 shooting in this game, and yeah, he sprinkled in a couple threes, 2 of 3 from 3, and like I said, the starters, plus-minus. Serge Ibaka was +13 today. Jonas Valanciunas, the 2 big men, started off the game on an absolute tear. JV finished the game in only 23 minutes, 14 points, 9 rebounds. He played well, 7 of 9 shooting, missed the 1-3, but +12 on the floor. Great job there. Kyle Lowry, guys. He had a big one in this game. 20 points, 7 rebounds, 10 assists. Kyle's starting to make some shots now. I think the thing about Kyle Lowry was earlier in the season, he wasn't making his shots, but over the last few games, I gotta say, Kyle Lowry's starting to pick it up a little bit. Last game against Miami, 22 points, 8 assists. Today, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 10 assists. And on 5 of 10 shooting, 4 of 7 from 3, 6 of 6 from the line. Kyle Lowry was great in this one, and he was a +11 on the floor. DeMar DeRozan, only 7 points, but 8 assists. That's the thing about DeMar, guys. This is something we've learned this year. He will put up big games at times, right? And he will put up mediocre games like this. But the thing we've realized is DeMar has that aspect of making other players better, getting them good looks, and DeMar and Kyle combined for 18 assists in the game. We talk about the magic number being 20. Those two guys had 18 alone. That's the thing about DeMar DeRozan that's changed. And yes, he only shot 3 of 11 and 0 of 3 from 3 and only got to the line one time. I understand that. And is it frustrating that your guy you're paying the most for is doing that? Yes. However, the 8 assists, it's helping your other team score. Guys like Serge Ibaka, guys like JV, who you know can play, and especially with the aspect of JV being able to shoot a 3 now, the other guys can move the ball. We have other weapons, and they're using it. And guys, do I even need to say anything about the bench? The bench mob was freakish tonight. Pascal Siakam early in the game. This guy was on fire. I mean, he ended the game 17 points, 6 rebounds, but I think he had 14 in like the first half or something. Siakam was 7 of 9 shooting, 2 of 2 from 3. Great to see Pascal Siakam knocking down some threes. It's very, very nice to see. He's in his, 1 of 2, 2 of 3, 2 of 4. Trying to do some math here, guys. Come on now. 4 of his last 6, I think it is. 4 of his last 6 threes he's made. Pascal Siakam, very good to see there that he's knocking down some threes. It's another aspect of his game. That and the free throw line is something that he still needs to work on. 1 of 2 from the free throw line, plus 11 on the floor. Jakob Poeltl plus 14 on the floor, 10.7 boards. 4 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line. CJ Miles, like I said, the 4-point play was the only play he got, but that's okay. Van Vliet with 11. DeLon Wright, 7.6 assists. I mean, and they're all plus 10. Van Vliet plus 12. DeLon Wright plus 16. CJ Miles plus 13. We already went through Poeltl plus 14. And Siakam plus 11. The bench is unbelievable. The mob is on fire. And the starters were great after the first quarter. And with this win, a few things happened. Number 1, the Raptors are guaranteed a 500 record. I mean, that doesn't really matter to us right now, but that's good news, I guess. Another thing, 7-game win streak for the Raptors. That is beautiful because that is the that's the highest win streak of the season. You won back-to-back games, and you head into the All-Star break with a 2-game lead in the Eastern Conference. That's right. The Los Angeles Clippers defeated the Boston Celtics, and so the Raptors now, like I just said, have a 2-game lead in first place in the Eastern Conference. This team has found that extra gear. It's remarkable. But the big thing is what do you do down the stretch and into the playoffs? It's great being red hot right now, but you got the All-Star break coming up, and the Raptors don't kick it off till Friday the 23rd, so you have 9 days off. It's not like hockey where you're back in 6 days. 9 days the Raptors are off, and then they take on the Milwaukee Bucks at the Air Canada Center, 7:30 tip-off there. Milwaukee's a team that's been playing a lot better as of late. They're at 32-24. Look, we beat them twice already this year, but they were in a weird stretch where they weren't playing all that great. Now they're playing fantastic. But coming out of the All-Star break, both teams are fresh. So if you can continue the win streak and win 8 straight, oh boy, that's nice. But look, we went into the All-Star break feeling the best we can possibly feel. First place in the East by 2 games. You've won 7 in a row. You just won back-to-back games. This team is in a really nice spot, but it's what you do after the All-Star break that is key. All right? So, you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video, and you guys enjoyed this game. Smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys think of the game. Who's your player of the game in this one? I don't know, man. JV was huge. Ibaka. Oh my god, Siakam was great. Kyle Lowry with the double-double and 7 rebounds as well. You guys let me know. Who's your player of the game in this one? The team played great after the first quarter. They were on fire. The ball was humming all game long. It's beautiful. It's music to my ears, and I'm seeing the 41-16 record, and ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, you're darn right. Fill in the blank. Beautiful. All right, so we'll talk to you guys tomorrow, Leafs edition, or Jays edition. So many darn teams in the city, but it's okay. Jays edition tomorrow as we'll talk spring training preview. Now, Tulowitzki looks like he's going to be done for at least a little bit of the spring. Does it surprise any of us? Not really. We'll talk to you guys Leafs edition Saturday night as they're taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins in Pittsburgh. Leafs look to win their 6th straight after that nice win tonight. And as for the Raptors, we get some time off. 9 days off before we kick it off in the informal second half of the season. Post All-Star break at home, taking on the Milwaukee Bucks, 7:30 tip-off on February 23rd. Let's win our 8th straight and start off this informal second half on the right note. We'll talk to you guys then.